kept them all. Amber Heard reveals she kept the donation money. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel HereLuxLife. Today's video will be about the never-ending battle between Johnny Depp and his former wife Amber Heard. It's been one of the famous issues in the industry, just like it was between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, but now it's getting more serious day by day. So without wasting, let's start the video. The couple, or more precisely the former couple, announced their split and got divorced in 2017. Of course, it is not a big deal for today's generation. If you cannot work things out accordingly, you can walk away and start from scratch, but unfortunately, something similar happened with them too. They spent only 2 years of their unmarried life and later ended it. After his friendship with Vanessa Paradis, Depp started dating entertainer Amber Heard, with whom he had co-featured in the movie The Rum Diary, which was released in 2011. The affection between the couple grew so much that they couldn't wait to tie the knot. The couple chose to wed each other in a common function in February 15. However, the bond didn't last for long. Within 1 year, Heard documented a separation appeal. She apparently got a brief, limiting request against Depp, charging in her court affirmation that he had been extremely harmful and toxic to her all through the period of their relationship. She exclaimed that there was hardly a time when he kept himself away from intoxication. Then again, Depp didn't agree to it, which is quite obvious, and said that Heard is defaming his reputation. The entirety of this asserted that she was endeavoring to get an untimely monetary goal by claiming him. Finally, a settlement was reached, and the separation was finished in 2017. Heard excused the limiting request, and they gave a joint assertion saying that their relationship has been strongly enthusiastic and unpredictable. Yet the moments they spent together were beautiful, and they wanted to end everything on a better note. Later, Johnny Depp brought a criticism claim against the Sun Paper organization in the UK in 2018. Who considered him to be a terrible person who mistreats his wife and also does not refrain from beating her, in one of their articles in April 2018. The criticism case had been exceptionally plugged in July 2020, with both Amber Heard and Johnny Depp affirming for different days. Subsequently, Depp's case of fabrication against her was dismissed by the court, and she acknowledged that the charges she had made against the entertainer and his ex have adversely affected her vocation as a dissident, an entertainer, and a person. Johnny Depp sued Amber for criticism over an opinion piece. She let everyone know of her encounters about her disturbed bonding with Depp and told them all about their oppressive relationship. Depp likewise claimed that Amber Heard was the victimizer and that every one of her charges established a bogus argument against him. Heard in the long run declined every one of the cases by Depp, and the case got booked to go for the preliminaries in Fairfax County, Virginia. They got a long way of the mess. 2021 had created a completely different situation. Finally, in August this year, an adjudicator in the U.S. province of Virginia permitted Depp to record the defamation body of evidence against Heard, considering the earlier judicial actions in the United Kingdom were faring two key contrasts between the two cases in the two distinct nations. 2 days after their separation or being divorced, Amber Heard announced that she would be donating a huge amount of her settlement money, which is nearly $7 million, to the charity, more specifically to the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles and ACLU, or American Civil Liberties Union. It's an organization that supports taking necessary legal steps or actions and stopping violence against women. At the time, it was so reported by the media that she opened up regarding the matter that the entire money she received as the divorce settlement would be donated for charity, so she is looking forward to doing that. Later, looking back into the matter, it was also reported that Mr. Depp called her former wife Amber Heard a fraud who did pocketing the settlement money and kept lying about it being donated for charity purposes. When the case was investigated, the ALCU firmly refused to cooperate. Still, the Children's Hospital reported till date they have only received an amount of $100,000 from Depp on her behalf, and also contacted Ms. Heard through a letter asking if she knows about any further installments they can expect to fulfill the pledge, or it's all nothing more will be provided. To this, Amber's legal team and Heard's U.S. attorney, Elaine Brethoft, defended back, saying Mr. Depp is spreading false accusation against Heard of being a fraud. she will do what she took the pledge of donating the settlement money to the charity. They added more by saying her opposition team is doing this on purpose to ignore or get rid of the actual topic about domestic violence, which was done to their client Amber Heard. It's an attempt to divert the attention from the actual accusations, which Amber reported she intends to spend the money for a charitable cause. Still, it was delayed only because she fought back or defended herself from the fake accusations as her former husband filed a lawsuit. As a result, she had to spend millions of dollars helplessly. She has already been responsible for 7 figures in donations for charitable causes and will continue to do it in the future, so complete her pledge. Later on, the matter turned somewhat different because the allegations got confirmed as she's not yet fulfilled to give the donations. Then it's clear she failed to make them. One of the reasons British judge Mr. Justice Nicole believed her donating the amount would also be an act to be least expected from a gold digger. On the contrary, her reason to keep the money paying her legal fees is based on shaky ground because Mr. Depp didn't sue her for defamation until 2019, almost 2 years after the divorce settlement. So where did the big bucks go that Heard had to pay her lawyers from 2017 to 2019? As a result, the Pirates of the Caribbean star won his court battle against his ex-wife. The partial petition was granted to him by the judge in New York, which ordered the American Civil Liberties Union, or ACLU, to release documents of Heard to confirm that she donated the money to the charity as she promised. Also in August 2020, Heard countersued against her ex-husband, alleging that he had coordinated a harassment campaign via his Twitter and trying to orchestrate online petitions in an effort to get her fired from Aquaman and L'Oreal. Keeping in mind the domestic violence and the report of Depp as a wife beater, his other decade-old arrest record, the court also took necessary steps. First, Judge Nicole asked Depp to leave or exit from his role as Grindelwald in film Fantastic Beasts. At the same time, he will no longer be starring in the Warner Brothers film. The matter is worsened with zero doubt. Depp's representative failed to appear for his timely or properly noticed deposition, which indicates the possibility of him ducking into the matter, declared by Heard's team. The now axed Fantastic Beasts actor Johnny Depp sued Heard in the Old Dominion in 2019 after she pinned her complaint against him as a domestic abuser and torturer. It was so stated that Miss Amber Heard was not the victim, but Depp was. Therefore, she can be called a perpetrator. More intensive steps were taken while looking into the case. After the hearings from both the parties on January 5, Judge White demanded that Depp's financial statements, financial tax returns, and other information will no longer be designated as confidential under the protective order. There were different sorts of comments that arose in people's minds, and they somewhat reflected them. Some supported Depp, some took a side on behalf of Heard. But while some said it's not necessary to destroy a career because of toxic relationships, other legal steps can be taken, but ruining one livelihood is never an absolution to choose. Fans were perplexed about the whole matter and expected the artists would choose to handle such a personal issue more maturely and delicately. What's the actual matter? How is the original victim, while who is the villain traitor? Nothing has been cleared so far. Both the parties are busy pointing fingers at one another, blaming and much more. Both careers are facing terrible consequences, each in their way. Mental trauma, huge amounts of cash, old-built reputation, all is being questioned and no doubtedly at stake. So it was all for today's video. Do let me know your opinions in the comment section. Don't forget to like and share the video. Until then, stay tuned and be back super soon with more interesting content.